Everything's on. I guess everybody's good to record. Let's make this one a big one.
Set the tone.
This time is for the money.
No, this time it's for the streets and for the culture.
Used to be a dreamer.
Get your shit off.
It was a heavy ass week we had this week.
Yes, it is.
Still going.
Tensions are high. Let you know that we here. I know I don't get serious a lot. We don't talk about it a lot, but this goddamn is 99. I couldn't leave the streets without it. Can't leave the streets without it.
Couldn't leave the streets.
99 problems, but a pot ain't one.
God damn it, you know we gotta get real with it. We got everybody here. Change the setup. We had to make sure we get comfortable with this shit. We had to get for real with it.
Southside Studios.
Tell you something, my nigga, we here.
Live from the basement, big ticket.
Hold on. We getting there.
Hope everybody's staying safe out there. Everybody's staying safe out there.
Remix this shit up, cause we gotta do it for the streets. You already know how we had to get it.
How you wake up in the morning feeling evil?
Tell you something.
Drama.
When them drugs got a hold on your mouth.
Tell you niggas, son.
And the drugs got a hold on your
Let this nigga spit real quick. When niggas will feel these bars.
Ain't no PTSDs, them drugs keep it at ease. They shot that boy 20 times when they could've told him just freeze. Could've put him in a cop car, but they let him just bleed. The ambulance ain't coming, baby, just breathe. That when she screamed, it's a nightmare on M Street, Friday the 13th. And then the 13th Amendment, they don't say that we kings.
They say we legally slaves if we go to the bank.
They told cats stand up, you wanna play for a team. And all his teammates ain't saying a thing.
Stay woke.
If you don't stand for nothing, you gon' fall for something. And in the 60s, if you kneel, you'll probably be killed. But they don't kill you now, they just take you out of your deal. Kill your account, look what money gets spilled. Check
What you said?
Now kill you now, they just take it out of your deal. Kill your account, look what money gets spilled. I was
Hold on. We have to blend it. We blending it real quick. We getting crazy with it. Hold on.
I see you.
You see where I'm going with it. Doing it for the culture, my nigga. We here.
DJ Evan.
We here. We doing this shit for the streets. Hold on. Where my air horn at? We here today.
You lucky I didn't do this during the playlist.
We ready. My nigga, we here today. Cause we had to do it for the streets today.
That's good for the culture.
We're doing it for the culture. I have to make sure we got this shit off.
For the people.
You already know we going hard this week. Hey. Longest intro ever. I don't care. I gotta send a message.
Must See TV is going crazy in the corner right now with the pop and lock.
With the whole bag out.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I gotta go crazy. I really wish I had the soundboard.
Yeah.
All right, let Mike get his shit off.
Some peace.
But we knew that. This is nothing new. This is nothing new.
Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me,
It's Mike giving to you.
kill me, sue me, everybody do me.
Talk about it.
Don't you black or white me. They don't really care about us.
You know what I mean?
All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us.
Hey, you already know where I'm going with this.
Tell me what has become of my life.
Hey.
Have a wife and 2 children to love.
Hey.
I'm a victim of police brutality. No.
Talk about it.
See, this is nothing new.
Being the victim of hate.
Uh-huh.
You're ripping me of my pride, for God's sake. I let you come and do fulfill this prophecy.
Can't turn them off.
Set me free.
Where we going, DJ?
Deadhead, everybody gone back.
Hey.
Just speculation, everybody allegation.
Hey.
Innocent on the news, everybody dog food. Black man,
R.I.P. George Floyd.
You already know.
R.I.P. Sergeant Boyle. R.I.P. Eric Garner.
All right.
That was a great intro. I know you could have given him a little more on that.
I tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you. All right, guys, welcome to the Can We Not podcast, episode 99.
99.
99, that's right. We in the fucking building. We not in the regular studio. We not in Cosky Radio. We not in Stephon studio. Today we are in Southside Studios with me, your host, the one and only, the Pod Piper himself. Some know me as Evan Combest. Some know me as the Honorable Brother Jamal Hom. In other circles, they might call me ASAP Nappy. Other niggas might just know me as the Velvet Visionary. Niggas, some people even call me the People's Champ. But you know what?
Mr.
Today,
Zero Tolerance. Hold on, though. What's the new one?
Haters call me that.
Nah, and Mr. Alpha Male. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Mr. Alpha Male, too.
Today I will be your host, Evan Combest.
Yeah, man.
And we have my two co-hosts in here in the building with me today. So on this lovely episode, to my right, we have Bodega Poppy, man himself, is in the building. Young Richard Fiction, man, the mood god himself, Mr. Toxic Masculinity, once removed. It's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, it was written off the Titus. My man right here, my man G Dot in the building. Give it up.
Young G Dinner, young man.
Yeah, G Dinner.
Let's have more fun.
All right, and to his right, you already know we got the street steamiest in the building right now, man.
Steamiest.
You already know. Some say he never got cheated on, but others say that nigga lying. I don't know who he is this week. We gonna find out who he's protecting. We're gonna find out who he's protecting this week. But don't worry, we got my nigga Steamy Stephon in the building. Panda.
And we got Must-See TV.
Yeah. We got Must-See TV in the building. I guess he's here. All right.
Shout out to Tone, Big Bobby,
Big
Must-See TV,
Big Body Bobby.
Quarantone 2020.
Yeah, you already know how it is. You already know how my nigga do. All right, gentlemen, how are you guys?
It's been a very, very somber week. Asking people how they're doing is really important during these times. I feel like you have to check on each other during not just quarantine or pandemic, but when there's just unjust and riots and violence going on in the streets. So, long story less long, I've been better. Stephon?
I mean, personally, I'm good. I'm just in a state of concern always right now with everything that's taking place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just hoping everybody's staying safe out there and, you know, doing the best you can to make your voice heard, but be safe in the process.
For sure.
Yeah.
How are you, Evan?
It's been, how can I say this? First and foremost, rest in peace to George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Mike Brown, Khalif Browder, Tamir Rice, Eric Gardner, Trayvon Martin.
Oh my gosh, it's too many.
And
Amadou Diallo, like it's too many. Emmett Till.
All of the victims who died at the hands of police violence, and the families,
we don't know. The names we don't know.
the countless more that we don't know, and the families the families and friends and loved ones who were affected by the killings of police brutality.
For sure.
I have been, I don't want to say dreading, but as some would say, when you do a podcast, it's almost evident that we have to talk about this. Because how could you ignore it? And I know we keep the show a lot in a silly tone. You know, we try to keep it very lighthearted just to get people through the week. And I'm trying not to spend an hour, a half an hour on this. But I have a platform. We only have 2 episodes left. And I think that, it'd be irresponsible of me to not have it out there in the world how I felt, or not to just say it.
Right.
And I might feel exactly how you think I feel, because I don't want to get too deep into it.
Right.
But you guys can assume that I feel probably very similar to whatever you think I feel, being in this situation and being black in this country and seeing all this happen on TV.
Just shut up, bro.
I'll let you guys go first before I go, because I might go off.
Well,
fine with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's disturbing. I haven't watched the video of George Floyd getting murdered, because I am of the ilk that believe like you can't just take in everything that you see. I just recently even like deleted my Instagram and logged out of my Facebook because it's a lot of reposting of violence and murders. Like that's what it is. Like it's not just a cop killing of black men. It's murder. It's seeing someone that looks like yourself, like your brother, like your cousin, like your uncle, like your nephew, like your son, you know, like you just being murdered. And it's a lot to take into your body. You know, mental health is already something being affected with quarantine and being stuck in the house, and now we have this to speak on and look at almost every fucking day.
Stephon, any words?
I mean, going off what you said, you know, we already in a state of pandemic where we thought it was already bad enough, but to add more, you know, to just your everyday concern and seeing that this pandemic has increased to just people, I call them tyrants for what they are. Police out here taking the privilege that they have behind the badge to do whatever they want. And unfortunately, you know, rest in peace to that man. You know, he became another victim to the shield, to these people who
these thugs.
Yeah, these thugs. That's who should really be called thugs.
For sure.
You know, and right now we got people just tired of it. You know, there's no more peaceful protesting because you can only do so much. You know, sitting by and hoping and wishing. Nah, shout out to everybody that's, you know, raising up their voices and, you know, taking action. And, you know, I just really hope, like I said, that they, you know, being safe, because even more so, these tyrants are taking the opportunity to do whatever they can to lash out on them.
Yeah. It's nasty in these streets, man.
It is. And I really hope, you know, when all this is done, you know, I'm very glad we live in a time where social media is as powerful as it is. You know, we can't really do what we want to do physically, but the fact that we have the, you know, capability of recording and reaching out to each other, exposing these people, is what's really going to help save us down the line.
Yeah, I mean, social media is definitely a gift and a curse in that sense. But even with the technology of today, where, you know, crimes are being recorded and people aren't being arrested immediately, you know what I mean? And even now, they have arrested and charged that thug, but he's in jail right now to keep him safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there were people that went to his home and there was hundreds of cops out there protecting him. So the safest thing to do is to put him in a jail, literally behind bars. But he's not being treated, I'm sure he's not being treated like a criminal in there. They'd probably set up a freaking loft studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They make him a victim of what they could do to him but he deserves. They only did something because of how far that other people were impacted and showing the videos, retweeting, reposting.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure everybody knows, not right away was he brought to justice.
Exactly. It's just like we found out a few weeks ago with Aubrey that he was murdered, shot by 2 off-duty policemen or retired policemen or whatever it was, and that happened 3 months prior.
Months ago.
You know what I mean? So it's
nuts, all just brought to light recently because people kept making a big thing about it. Because it is a big thing. Yeah. And they just decided, you know what? I guess we hear the people's voices. We should take action. Mm-hmm. What the fuck was the point of taking all your time then?
I guess this is the part where I go off on my long tangent.
Hey,
get your shit off, Ken.
Get it out, man. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of energy to keep inside. We have to get it. We have to exercise it out however we can.
I've been thinking about what I wanted to say all week. And even in this moment, I tried to write it down at least 4 times throughout the week. And it's extremely hard because of how much information is steadily coming out because of the high tensions across the country and with all the information coming out. But to put it simply, I just want to make sure that we don't move the narrative. We don't move the conversation. We don't move the focus away from the fact that there was a video, a 9-minute video of a man being murdered on camera by a police officer, an unarmed black man being murdered by police officers, by 3 officers who put their knees on this man's neck, back, and legs, while another officer secured the area from civilians to
help out, to assist,
possibly assist him while they were screaming mercy for this man, while that man was on the ground screaming for mercy. And I don't want to move the conversation away from there. And I'm doing my best to keep my emotions not calm, but just steady. Because I even as you guys were speaking, I felt emotional. Like I felt like I was about to cry.
Right.
And that's just how I felt throughout the entire week. But like I said, my main point is I don't want the conversation or the narrative to ever move away from that, because that's what seems to be happening right now in the country, that we want to talk about looting, we want to talk about rioting, we want to talk about destroying our own community, we want to talk about black on black violence, black on black crime, you want to talk about all these different other things, you want to talk about, no. And for me personally, it took me 3 days to watch that video, because once I saw that video pop up the first time, I already knew when you see the setup, you're already afraid of what might be what you're about to watch.
Right.
And as a black person watching this, we feel like, at some point, it's almost like you want to become numb to this shit.
Right.
You want to become numb, because seeing it happen again and again and again and again is fucking traumatizing. And as you said, Gabe, that these are people who look like us, our brothers, our cousins, our sons, our uncles, our family members, our loved ones.
Right.
They look like us. They look like me. They look like you.
For doing the everyday things that we do. What?
And when you watch a video, I find it very hard for anybody to be able to watch that video and have the audacity to want to change the narrative or try to defend or try to take it away from anything else besides we watched a man get murdered. Right. We all saw this video of a person being murdered. And once we say, yo, this person got murdered on camera, this is wrong, somebody should be arrested. Bless you. When something like this happens, this even goes back to the Ahmaud Arbery story with that video. And this is where I think like people need to really look at it. Like for me, I don't like sharing these videos because, like I said, it's traumatizing to watch. It's painful to see, and I like to think about that person's loved ones. For sure. I'm pretty sure they don't want to just scroll on their timeline 3 months from now. Oh shit, my fucking brother. Like, oh shit, my father. Oh shit. Like, you don't want to. Right. You don't want to see that. I can only imagine how painful that must be for them. That's why my heart goes out to them. And at the same time, it's like when something like this happens, and we say the people who watch it are like, yo, this is wrong. Right. The person who committed this murder, according to our laws and constitution, this person should be arrested and held to justice. For sure. There's no way around it. But when the person who's supposed to be held accountable for said justice is hiding behind the shield of the very people who enforce said justice, and then all of a sudden here come the complications where, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that this person was murdered on camera for we watch all these countless murders, and we watch all these murders on camera plus the countless ones that we don't see. Rest in peace, Sandra Bland. Right. It's as if once we come out and say, yo, this is wrong, we need to do something. The system needs to change because police officers are not being held accountable for when they commit crimes. Because who polices the police? And once we challenge that, then that's when the opposition wants to create all these different excuses and change the narrative to all these other things to take it away from the fact that unarmed black people are being murdered at an alarming rate in this country. Yes. Like it's disgusting. It's horrible. And I'm not even going to begin to try to entertain a conversation, any conversation about looting, rioting, material items, stores and companies and brands that have insurance policies on these stores. Facts. I refuse to entertain any conversation about that if we refuse to acknowledge the fact that we watched a man get murdered on camera. Right. I'm not moving the conversation from that. Because we need to focus on that. I'm not moving the conversation to a bunch of different celebrities reacted to it, and a bunch of celebrities who are uninformed from a position in life that they are unaware, and they're not even politically educated enough to even formulate and articulate what they truly might mean in these videos. As much as I want to come on here and be like, yo, Spider-Man, you wildin', yo, Lil Wayne, you wildin', like, yo, these people, you wildin'. Like, as much as I want to say that, yo, LL Cool J, you wildin', like, as much as I want to say that, I don't want to take the focus away from what the issue is. Police need to start being held accountable in this country. And if you dare try to change the narrative, the conversation towards anything else, you need to really take a hard look in the mirror.
You're a part of the fucking problem.
It's disgusting. It's utterly destroy. It's heart shattering to me as a black man in this country, and it's just more or less of the fact for me. I guess how I want to just end my point is, like I said, rest in peace to George Floyd, Big Floyd, his loved ones, and what. And I'm not even gonna ask what do we do, because we're so disenfranchised as a race. Everybody can't agree on one thing, so everybody has an idea. And I believe right now everybody has. We should give everybody the space to be heard,
right?
To speak their opinion. So all these people coming out being said, let them speak. And that's what I said. It's freedom of speech. Let these people speak. Like I said, they might misspeak with these celebrities, but that's also part of the reason why I don't put much stock into the celebrities. I understand that they have the power of influence because they have these large audiences of people who look up to them. They might be seen as role models, but at the same time, they're human. And when something like this happens, there's nothing no role model can tell me otherwise than what I saw on that camera was wrong.
Right.
So for me, rest in peace, George Floyd. Hearts and prayers out to his loved ones. People are outside. Tensions are extremely high in this country, and I am absolutely disgusted with the fact that there are police officers out here who are supposed to protect and serve the public as the public servants that they are.
Right.
And they're being called to the streets to monitor these peaceful protests, and they're doing the opposite. There's police officers out here doing the opposite. And don't tell me about good cops and bad cops, because if you have bad cops and good cops don't say anything or hold them accountable, they're just as bad as the bad cops. And that's the problem with the system. Right. And I believe America has a problem as a country that is rooted in racist traditions. When anything we want to challenge in America's Constitution, we say things should be updated, things should be changed. Facts. That are rooted in the Constitution and that are just rooted in tradition. That's when people don't want to change it.
Facts.
But you need to understand that times have changed, things have changed. We don't have slaves anymore. We don't have cattle anymore. This isn't 1957. This isn't 1832. This isn't 1832.
This isn't 1960.
Yeah, this
you know
isn't
what I mean?
even then.
Like the shit is. It's not something that's old. It's not an old thing. It's not. You can go back and like Rosa Parks just, Martin Luther King just, like that's not that long ago. It's not that long ago, and that's my thing. It's like anytime when we want to challenge certain things when it comes to black people getting killed and we want to hold police accountable, that's when, oh no, we can't do it. It's disgusting. Like, do you really know what you sound like when you try to defend that? Like, do you know what you sound like when you try to defend that? Mm-hmm. When all these mass shootings happen in the country and children are being killed in mass shootings that happen in schools, mm-hmm. and then people dare say that, yo, we need to change these gun laws, and then y'all have the audacity to be like, well, let's relax now. It's not the guns.
It's like, do you know what you sound like? Right. Because the message that you send to me is loud and clear that you are perfectly fine with children being killed, black people, innocent, unarmed black people being killed, and you have no problem with that. And that's where I wanted to go when I was going to talk about the George Floyd video and the Ahmaud Arbery story, because I get so rattled, my brain goes everywhere, and I'm sorry for speaking for so long on this, guys. But George Floyd got murdered on camera. Ahmaud Arbery got murdered on camera, and nobody was arrested. Think about that. Let that sit in. Those men went home that night. Those men murdered somebody and went home.
To their families.
They went home.
Went about their business.
They went about their day like nothing else. Nobody was arrested. Nobody was brought in. They went home. They went to work the next. They did whatever they want. They went breakfast the next day. They got to see their family. They got to live life like it was normal. Right. Because that's the message you send whenever we try to challenge this, and y'all dare fight it back and say that, well, it's not that right. Whenever you try to challenge it, when we say the system needs to be updated and changed, and people need to be held accountable for their fucking actions, as it says in the American Constitution. Right. Like, do you know what you sound like when you refute people who want change or want justice per se? Mm-hmm. And for me, like I said, they got murdered and they went home. Those murderers went home and nobody was arrested. Nobody was arrested. People had to make phone calls. People had to protest the streets.
Yeah. People had to hope something happened.
People had to make their voices heard.
You know what I mean?
Repetitively.
Even though it's written in the Constitution, hundreds of thousands to millions of people had to make their voices heard. And then people were brought into custody.
For protection. For their own protection, by the way.
Yeah.
But I just want people to think about that. But rest in peace to George Floyd.
For sure.
Rest in peace to every other Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Oscar Grant,
all of them.
Philippe Browder, Botham Jean.
Oh my goodness.
Trayvon Martin and George M. Street. Trayvon Martin and all the other black people who were killed at the hands of police and the countless other ones that were killed, but nobody was there to film it.
Right.
Now, I gotta change the mood and hit these niggas with some music or something.
Give us something, man.
That was a lot. Is everybody all right?
It was. You got brighten the mood, man. Where we at, playlist, man?
I gotta hit somebody with something. Hold on. I got something. Hold on. We gotta come back with something, man.
Hey.
Switch up.
Gotta change the mood up for these niggas. Hold on.
Bring us back to life. Bring us back to life.
We back. Let's go, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
Please check on your brothers and sisters out there. Check on your friends. We are not okay. We are not okay.
Be there for one another.
If you don't know what to do and try and help the people, just check on people, man. And make sure it's genuine. Get out of the group chat. Get people individually. Pick up the phone, call somebody, let them hear your voice. Let them hear the care in your voice, you know?
Go see a loved one. Does anybody else find it funny that Corona was some serious shit? Then racism came out of nowhere and was like, make way for me.
Listen, they are trying to get the protesters
Turn up the hate.
faster than they did the Corona.
Oh my God. I'm sorry about real quick. Come on, Mark. Kill these niggas.
We should have put this on the mixtape.
All right. We back.
We back.
So, who saw the Jagged Edge versus 112 battle?
I slept through it.
Clips. Saw clips.
They was getting to it in the beginning.
Who won?
112. That was easy.
Who you got, Stephon?
Jagged Edge.
I didn't watch it.
Listen, I didn't watch the whole thing. Everybody looked disinterested. Keith Sweat was there for some reason.
Sweating on the
Yeah, Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat is at everybody's house recently. I saw him in a video on 21 Savage's house.
Really?
Yes.
I want to hear that
cooking.
record.
Yeah, they're making breakfast, and he just came over for breakfast. Yeah.
He wants to be in the scene.
I know they're just neighbors. I think everybody just lives next door to each other.
That's the new best
Yo,
of
y'all
both worlds. I
got
want
this
it.
IG live going on. Let me come on through.
No, it was just an IG story. It was just craziness. But so yeah, I saw the list after the fact. It was, I guess they didn't play who? Come on, who was in charge of these playlists?
What do you personally think had more hits?
112.
You think so?
Facts.
I don't know. I was fucking more with Jagged Edge throughout my life.
It depends on what you like, what you gear towards. Jagged Edge has way more slow music.
Well, Stephon is 20 years old, so he doesn't count. he doesn't know
Stephon is older than me.
You're 34?
And you're 38.
No. 29. 41191.
Relax.
Took your head off.
Listen, G Denna is in here. I mean,
G Denna, get out of here. No, I guess it was just it was a very lackluster battle. It didn't really tickle my fancies, but they had their church one coming up.
Oh, Kirk Franklin and them?
Yeah, Kirk Franklin and them.
You got a playlist right there? You can give us a little something?
No.
We fall down.
I'm not watching that one either.
But we get up.
Oh, you hitting definitely no snooze button on that. Just straight sleep.
Yeah, I'm not watching that one. They can miss me.
After all the things that's going on out there, I need me some gospel music. I need me to see Kirk Franklin go crazy. Cause I have a feeling.
I know my people say.
I have a feeling it's not gonna be no aux chord. You know what I mean?
Oh, they had the whole
choirs.
with the little mask on.
Yeah.
Fuck COVID.
You'll be at church. The whole gospel shit.
Sunday service. Who?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, get Kanye right the fuck on out of here. Nobody else
Please.
found it funny that Kim said something Kanye didn't? Whatever. All right.
And another thing, I do want to, stop putting stock and waiting for what these celebrities are saying. Like Evan said, it doesn't matter what Kylie says. It doesn't matter what Billie Eilish says. It doesn't matter what Jamie Foxx says. Whether the message is good or bad, you have to remember what it really is. Okay? You have to have your own opinion. You have to look at the facts and stop worrying about what other people are saying.
Don't wait for no Beyonce to leave the movement.
Yeah, come on. Stop asking what Jay-Z is doing. He's at home hugging his child.
What are you doing?
Right.
That is a very big question.
I'm
All right.
sorry. You might have to play Return of the Mac again later. I don't know.
Just
It's going to
bring
keep
it
coming
back.
up. Give me,
Hey.
should we switch our tone and tell him and tell the listeners what he fucked up on? Throw him under the bus.
You gonna lie about? All right. No. All right, guys. Anything else that you guys want to talk about that was hot in the streets? You want to get back to Doja Cat?
I mean, if you want to. I don't want to.
I don't personally care, but
Well,
Yeah.
Doja Cat came back way before this George Floyd stuff happened. Before racism took over the world, it was
Covert.
for
Overtly.
racism.
Overtly instead of covertly.
before racism became a hot topic this week. You know, we were glued to our timelines, wondering if Doja Cat would make a real apology. Because first she put out a public statement from her team,
Right.
and we were like, "Girl, you could keep that." So then she was like, "All right, y'all wanted it. Here it come.
Here's
The
this
live,
Mm-hmm.
the live apology. I'm going against what my team told me to do.
Celebrities need to stop
Everybody
going live.
told me no,
Right.
but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going live. I'm telling my side." Have we ever seen a celebrity go against their team's advice and like get their name cleared?
See them off screen, motherfucker. You got them giving the little finger to the neck, like no, don't.
Like
do
if I
it.
was on their team, I'm logging in their account and changing the password.
For sure.
Like, no, you can't do that. You're gonna get that off on your Fenster.
For sure. Exactly.
You need that
You
one.
need to get that off in the tiny chat room. You can go there. You can go.
You need that one intern go in the room and start breaking the phone and shit.
When we came in here earlier, you were watching Tiny Chat. Stop it.
Who?
You.
Stephon? Yeah, I know. We're in Stepfon's house. Ooh, Stephon Studios. What a
Don't
nasty
you play-
place.
oh,
Steamy Studios.
oh,
Steamy
leave the address.
Studios.
Don't play with me.
You hating. All right. But, all right, Gabe, defend your woman.
She's
What's up
not
with
my
Doja
woman.
Cat?
Doja Cat said sorry, man. It was a half-hearted apology just because she said she was trying to make some points. She was actually getting some shit off. But at the end of it, she's like, I'm a little lit. And it completely, saying that one thing completely erases your entire apology.
Discredits everything.
Yes. Like your apology was bad. You were trying to take credit for some things. Like she was making an effort. And then just before she turned off the live, she's like, all right, I'm going to go. I'm a little lit.
You know, the Henny made me do this.
Yeah, it completely discredits your whole shit. It's wrong.
She didn't have not one lick of accountability in her video. She didn't take any type of accountability. All she said was, I'm freaky. I'm kinky.
She said I'm kinky, but I'm not into race play. That's gross. I would never.
That was for the simps.
I'm not a self-hating black woman. I love Beyonce. Like,
She only said that
kinda
she
said
loved
this-
Beyonce because people was trying to attach her to a made up theory of Nicki attacking Beyonce.
This is what happens when you try to be trolly, but as a woman, everything you do is criticized and under a microscope as a woman in the music industry. So I'm just being honest about what it is, honestly. When you're a woman in the music industry, you are under a microscope, and every little thing that you do is going to be criticized. I look at how people criticize Cardi B all the time, but ever since 2016, Cardi B been out in the streets protesting.
Cardi B needs to be
With the
protected.
movements. She with the
I'm just saying,
movements.
but she also gets criticized very, very harshly on everything that she does. So women in the music industry get criticized very harshly. And as somebody like Doja Cat, who is a troll, we're never going to take you serious when you try to be serious because you try to be a troll, but it's like it doesn't work if you really care. Like you got to play to the troll, play to that personality. Then people will be like, she didn't mean it. If she's still playing along with it, you know,
It's all a hoax.
yeah, it's like sometimes you got to understand that when you react to certain things, you give the other people the power over you.
You're feeding into their hands.
So, you know, I don't accept her apology, but I'm not a Doja Cat fan, so I don't really.
She should've just stayed
it
quiet.
doesn't sway me
That's it.
either way.
Just stay quiet. That's all she did.
I'm gonna trick you into listening to some of her music.
You don't have to.
Gabe, talk to
Her music can
talk
be
to your girl, Gabe.
like, listen.
Get me back, man.
Her music can be fine. It's just that I'm not. That's not for me. It's fine.
Right.
Like I said, I just her apology, like or whatever. I wasn't offended by anything that she did. It looked a little iffy, but like I said, I don't know her, so I can't say.
Right.
And then her apology just didn't have any sense of accountability, so I was just like a little bit turned off by that. But like I said, I don't listen to your music. Who am I to judge you? Do your thing.
Right. But show them titties, man.
Oh, right. Moving on. Next topic. Hey. She did lie.
She did lie.
She did lie.
All the simps.
We could stay on titties and talk about Azalea Banks.
What did Azalea Banks do? Give the listeners.
She smashed a legend in comedy and in your field. She smashed your hero.
She fucked Louis C.K.?
Fine, I'll leave. Azalea Banks probably did fuck.
Louis C.K. got a fire special. Louis C.K. came back. Yeah, I watched it.
You
for
liked
free.
it?
Yeah, I liked it. I ain't afraid.
Oh, nice.
They're not gonna shame me for liking a comedy as a comedian for liking a comedy special.
Get your shit off, bro.
It was good.
It was funny.
Stephon, you've seen it too?
That shit was funny.
I was reading the Bible. I didn't see it.
For anybody who wants to for anybody who wants to cancel me because I listened to the Louis C.K. special, I watched it for free.
Oh, that's your disclaimer.
I didn't pay for it on his website.
We also, before the pod, watched
hold on.
a sex tape.
First of all, that was on your phone. You just playing that shit mad loud around
But
us.
Evan gave me the Wi-Fi to make it clearer because it was blurry.
Drown you out. I don't know.
Don't give me a $9 to drown me out.
Listen, he didn't tell you what website to go to with that Wi-Fi.
Listen, he sent the link to the group chat earlier.
Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring for $20 million. Which one of you niggas is going to fight Mike? Wait, Azalea Banks, what happened?
She fucked Dave Chappelle.
Allegedly.
Listen, I believe it happened. Because she's such a crazy person that Dave Chappelle could just be like, this bitch is lying. And then people are going to be like, Dave is right. This bitch is crazy. She's lying.
But you kind of just gave her credit for disbelief.
You just said that you believed her.
It's like, hey, she did it, but she didn't do it. She's crazy.
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she did it or not.
You can't be lying on legends.
That's very true. And if that was the other way around, when Dave Chappelle was lying about having sex with her, it'd be an issue.
Well, it's a joke.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
Dave Chappelle made a whole skit about having sex with Oprah.
It's just different times. These are sensitive times.
It's Dave Chappelle.
He's
Doesn't
timeless. He's
No, it
timeless.
don't. Yes, it does, because he made a whole special making fun of all the people who attacked him and said he was offensive, and it got received. Like, Dave Chappelle gets a pass on that.
All right.
Dave Chappelle said...
I agree.
Dave Chappelle lives in a different air.
I agree. But it's still, the culture is crazy.
It's all made up a skit.
Yeah, you do something one day and like they tracking down your mama address and posting it to the timeline. Okay.
Toxic women still toxic.
Facts. It's all let's get this nigga. We back. We back.
We never left.
Yeah.
She also said she slept with some other people too, but...
Did she sleep with Tone? Musty TV?
No, she said she slept with Davies.
Probably.
Davies got some personal issues.
They're
going
both from
on, right?
Harlem.
Well, Davies has personal issues going on, so I don't know. I can't confirm.
What happened with Davies?
I don't know. I don't listen to his music. I don't know.
Shout out to Davies.
Last thing I heard about him was when the cops arrested him.
Oh, the threesome thing? Yeah.
No. He allegedly had some drugs in the car. They caught him on a charge for that.
Who doesn't have drugs in their? I haven't had drugs in his car.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, no, I don't.
We in Southside Queens.
Gabe, that was your weed.
We in Southside Queens.
Drown him out.
Tone sold it to me.
That weed fell out of Gabe's pocket.
Tone sold it to me for the low too.
Oh,
he
shit.
got it.
How much?
Where we at?
I just want to know, why did she say it? Like, what was the
Clout, bro.
What was the reason?
There's some people in the house that are bored, looking for reasons.
Like, was she just on her phone and was just like, you know what?
Probably.
I fucked so and so.
She's probably watching.
He got good
that
dick.
new Netflix special. Yeah, I fucked him.
But it's not new. That special is mad old now. Well,
I still haven't seen
It's
it.
not that old, but it's,
You've never seen that Dave Chappelle special? So we can stop recording.
I'm talking about the last one.
Dave Chappelle most recent special.
Yeah, with the when you get an award and shit. The Mark
Oh, that's
Twain.
not a special.
Oh yeah, but I haven't seen that one. I seen the specials.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
False alarm.
about to stop the whole pod real
Yeah,
quick.
No. I'm hip. I'm hip.
Anyway, moving on to
What?
Mike Tyson,
Oh,
Mr. $20 million man.
Mr. Segway over
yeah.
here.
Go ahead.
You sound like you had
Steamy
the
segues.
You had the promotions, like which one of us was gonna. I'll fight him and lose graciously for $20 million.
I think he could. I think he could lose, man. I think Mike Tyson could lose. Sorry,
Why?
because
Just his
he's
age?
old, bro.
You think he's out of it?
I don't think he's out. When he was fighting, he was a monster. He was crazy. He was
more
I'll
than a
eat your
monster.
children. I'll fuck you in that. Like, he was going crazy. But now he's a lot more calm.
Says who?
I've watched his interviews. Like, I've listened to episodes of his podcast. He's a different type of person. That's Rocky, by the way. It's not.
Don't matter what. You think
boxing.
You think this shit ain't like a light switch? You can't just flip that shit and go fucking flip mode.
I don't think so, bro. He looks good. He looks great.
He's been training.
He looks
first
great.
of all, if you've seen him previously,
Yeah, like 5-10 years ago in
yeah.
2009, back when like The Hangover came out, he had a gut.
No, he had the only gut.
Yeah.
Now you see him fucking.
He's ripped.
It's all that toad that he's been eating. You know what I mean, and I need some of that. If any listeners out there, hit
That
Evan,
was
Evan for the toad.
Mike, if you're listening, that was Gabriel Keaton. He lives on.
Hey, whoa. Beep.
I'm gonna be the first person putting your shit.
Unfortunately, next fucking topic.
Look in the comment section. She'll be there.
Move it, Azalea Banks, get out of there. Get out of the comments, please.
Yeah, that's her name.
I feel attacked.
Please.
Tell Mike to fight her.
Hey, I'd pay that bill.
All right.
I'm just saying, whoever he's gonna go in, he's gonna put in work. I got my money on him.
I heard it's gonna be bare knuckle.
Double my money.
If he was gonna fight like a UFC dude, I'm with it. I'll watch that. You know what I mean?
I don't want to fight a young one. I want to fight an old.
But like, I'm talking like somebody like Anderson Silva type.
You talking about at
age.
least in the 40s?
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson type.
Okay.
Whoa, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I don't know if that's the one, but that's a one.
I remember watching Rampage Jackson rip that door off the hand. Yo, I was
That fake door?
Yeah, that was super fake.
That was a foam door.
That paper mache door?
watching it live because I used to watch that shit. I was like, this is crazy.
It's a real door.
Damn.
It was a door.
Did you not see that shit fly like paper?
Because he's that strong.
You think so?
Black men are that strong. Yes, I do think so.
Why did it take that
In the
door
face of
mad long
racism?
to fall?
Hopefully.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. Keep giggling.
Return of the Mac.
All right. Oh. All right, Mark Morrison, come and clean you niggas right
Yeah,
up.
come on. Come on.
All right, I
Well,
gotta
get
turn
your
back.
levels right. Get your levels right.
Oh, he come back.
Hey. Don't you hate when she lied to you? Tell us about a time your girl lied to you and you told her about it.
Repeat the question because the sound effect was going.
Tell us about a time your girl lied to you and you told her about it.
Oh, about her knowing my birthday.
She knew your birthday.
No, she didn't. And she kept trying to tell me, I know your birthday. No, you don't know my birthday.
Why wouldn't you tell your girl when your birthday is, though?
No, because I did.
Oh.
And you forgot. And now you're trying to act like you didn't forget when
But
I
that's your
know you
girl.
forgot.
Don't be mad.
You heard me the first time.
That's a part of the relationship, though. You're supposed to joke like, I don't know your birthday.
That's
But
not
when it's a joke, and you know it,
But it's always
you could
a
get
joke
that
with me.
off. Well, when you could get that off when you know it and you still surprise them. Because even let's say you were joking with me and you didn't know, then you surprise me on the day of, the day before, or the day after,
Right.
and you thought I forgot, and you come with, and that's when you but no, she didn't know.
But so she didn't get you anything.
So what?
No, she didn't know. She still doesn't know to this day.
I was gonna say she
She's not my girlfriend anymore.
That's
She
why
still
y'all
doesn't
broke
know.
up, because
She
you
got-
wouldn't tell her.
She
You
got a
wouldn't
pass,
remind her.
turns from 3 days to a week. This way, that way. Nah.
Yeah, it's over for that. What were you gonna say?
Shout out to her.
No shout out to her. Fuck. I mean, no.
No.
I got you.
We don't
Fuck
know.
you.
Yeah.
Say her name. Oh no, please.
That's nice.
Community humor.
Greendale humor.
Greendale humor.
So tell us about a time a girl lied to you and you knew about it, I guess.
Every single fucking time.
Give us a story. Regale us the tale.
Let me go back in the day.
Take it back? Hold on.
Yeah, take it. I knew that this girl was talking to my boy, and she told me that she wasn't. Even though she was trying to talk to me, and I was like, "Yo, but you talking to my mans?" And she was like, "No, I'm not. We're just friends." But like, yeah, he showed me like what you sent him. Like, I know. And she's like, and she was sticking to the lie. And it's like, Ma, I know what's going on under the man. All right.
I got the screenshots and all.
Yeah, they're in my phone. You ain't even had to send them to me.
How you get good at Photoshop?
Duh. Yeah, she sent him the unedited. I got the edited, but I mean, I still beat though. Stephon.
So what you mad at?
No. I'm getting off of me. I'm getting off of me.
You can't just say that.
I'm mad, but I beat.
Yeah.
What you mad at?
Because don't lie to me. Like, I don't want you to lie to me before we have sex.
Oh, you one of them.
Now it's going to feel different in there.
Now you one of them. It's the principle.
Yeah. I don't want to be thinking about the principle while I'm in the...
I would say this word in my mind, but I'd get canceled so fast.
Yeah, don't do it.
So I won't say it.
Don't do it.
But I was about to say...
NDA.
God I didn't say it.
There's an NDA. Don't worry about it. Stephon,
Spell it.
when's the last time a girl lied to you and you tried
Going
to...
through my phone.
You knew she went through your phone.
I saw her. Motherfucker, I was through the window pumping gas. I seen them. You know when somebody's trying to change music and they trying to make it obvious and shit. Like, oh, next thing you know, I'm seeing my fucking text messages pop up, going through them shit, scrolling a little up. You know, I'm over here. What the fuck you doing? I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm putting more gas than I should at that time. I get back in the car. Yo, what you doing on my phone? Who the fuck was going through your phone? I see you through the window and everything.
She immediately got defensive?
Hell yeah, like it was offensive for me to bring it up as an allegation.
She must have seen something in there that was fire.
This nigga...
What, better conversation than her?
Oh.
Damn. Your socks must have been drenched in gas because you must have still been pouring while you questioning
I thought
him.
he was going to say he opened the door and poured the gas on
Listen,
her.
I wanted to put 20. I wanted to put
That's
like
abuse.
50.
And we don't condone that at the Can We Not podcast.
No, we do not. Kai, how could you suggest that? Say her name, Evan. What was the shorty's name?
Oh, that's nice.
You're shorty. No, but yeah, you
Same girl?
No,
Y'all asking my brothers.
not for that one.
Next topic.
No, we told them the story. Episode 1, like 30, some shit like that. We told
Moving
them.
on.
But yeah, that was when the girl lied to you.
Yeah.
And she went through your phone.
That break up?
I mean, there was other reasons why, but yeah, we broke up.
That was I'm sorry you had to experience that first and foremost.
I don't understand why the insecurity level for anybody needs you to go through my shit.
I don't see how that makes sense to anybody.
Everyone's done it once in their life.
No.
Oh. Yeah, nah. I was just, maybe.
As somebody who's been through, Gabe, have you been through a phone or two in your time? In the past
I don't
life?
think Mike Tyson will be safe if he comes back to fight.
No, I just wanted to know what was the mentality or what was the reason. What was that reason?
I don't know.
What were you looking for?
I've never
bored?
participated. I don't know. I've never done it, guys.
Well, I said in the other episode that it was a joke, and I told my story when I jokingly went through it.
I did the same thing.
No, but then mine ended horribly.
Oh yeah, but Mike Tyson, I feel like if he's trained really well, Mike Tyson.
I just want to know
same
the
way
other
you avoiding the
side of the
question?
argument.
I don't know, bro. I've never.
I just wanted to know what could have been the other side because I can't speak for women. I can only question why
If
would
a
they
chick
do
is
that.
being distant for a little while, if she's starting to act a little funny, she's not doing those same things she used to do, then you be like, well, maybe somebody else is entertaining her. Maybe somebody else is getting her attention. And then you just want to be like, all right, I know the password. I'm
Okay.
going to just check something to see.
What about the opposite when they're not doing anything funny? Everything's normal. They got a whole other relationship going on.
You potting now.
We're gonna talk about the front runners right there.
Let's go. Come on. We on a fast break.
I love you. Next thing you know, shit, you should love this nigga too.
Well, I guess that's the equivalent of when niggas have a whole secret family.
Black people don't what? Not new. Not.
I didn't say
young
niggas
men.
as in black people. I meant niggas as in men who might have a whole secret family when they have when they have a girlfriend.
Don't bring that up and to defend people going through phones.
I'm not trying to defend it because I was gonna ask a question.
We had a nerve with Gabe. Look at him.
No. I like the going through the phone topic because I wanted to ask these questions. I was gonna ask what could be because like I said, I can't speak for women, but I would like to know what are the parameters that if you did check before you said, let me go through the phone. Like
Distance.
No, I said there was distance, but what did you do to be like, all right, I'm not getting an answer. Let me go through the phone. Did you do anything? And if you did, what?
Oh, you mean the Q&As?
You go through the phone and you type in certain words into the top of the messages. It's like you type in baby. Who is she calling baby? Who is all getting the love you or the good mornings off to her? That's what you do, allegedly.
Oh, that wasn't what I was asking.
I listened to what you said. I'm like, you going a little past that.
I don't know. I don't understand. Then stop asking me.
Let me explain what he was saying.
Stephon, please,
like,
yes.
What information you get? Like that talks about certain subjects.
Yeah.
Like, that way I can get a parameter and see if she's kind of like fumbling with the lies.
Yeah.
How was your day at work? Who was you with? Oh,
Or like check her mental health if she's being distant. Is she going through something? Is everything okay?
I'm speaking from like
I was asking, did you
years ago?
I know, but that's why I was asking. Did anything like that happen before you be like, I feel like she's still hiding something. Let me go through the phone.
No, because it was when I was immature and it was immediate. Like, nah, something's up. It's before I really knew how to be in a relationship. Which goes to something I want to get back to that we had a conversation we had off air last week.
Okay, here we go.
Can you be in love at 12 years old?
Yes.
No. Stephon?
I wouldn't know. You don't know what love is at that point.
Thank you. That's my
Yes, you
point.
can.
No, you don't. You're 12. You don't even know yourself to say that you love someone else.
But you can only speak from your experience.
So have you been in love at 12?
Yes.
That wasn't love, bro. How long did that last? Well, how did that pan out for you?
Yeah, so many questions.
Yeah, like it's not practical, bro.
When?
That's 7th grade, bro. You're not in love at 12.
Yes,
Sorry.
You can be.
How?
So let's say somebody was raised right in a right environment with loving parents, with love around them all their life. They know what love is because it's been around them. So can they not express it and not have the ability to give that out to people and have that possession, that power to do that? Is that possible?
It's possible.
Thank you.
In the moment.
That's it.
To feel that way. But when you
How do you No, you can love, but can you manage it? Because I think you're trying to talk about the stability of a relationship. Like, of course, at 12 years old, you're not equipped with the ability to manage a relationship. But you can love romantically a person at 12.
Infatuation, bro.
It wasn't for me.
Give or take, it depends on the person. Because I can speak for myself. Going on that matter, all those examples you just gave out, I still wouldn't know what to do. I still don't know what to categorize it as. I like you. I don't know what else further from that.
Exactly. Thank you, Stephon.
That's it. But he's speaking for him. I'm just saying for me. I gave it good
Like
example.
I said, personal to personal.
Yeah, and I'm giving an example of, like I said.
I just feel like it's infatuation, not love. Love is a word that people use too loosely, and that's why it is.
Of course, I agree with that.
Right.
I heavily and wholeheartedly agree with that. But at 12 years old, for me, I was there. And if you're listening,
he misses you.
No, because when I love a person, I'm always gonna have love for a person, and that's how I know. And that's how I know the difference between love and life. So this, with all the flings that I've had in life and relationships with women that I've had in life, there's some who I don't wish any bad for, but I don't have any. I wouldn't say love and care and affection for them. But there are some women who I've had deep connections with that I will forever hold and cherish in my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Niggas.
Go ahead, Jeff. Get your shit on.
Go ahead. Go for that valedictorian.
No, but that's why you can love at 12 years old.
You can love. Evan can love.
People can love. I feel like we ask like 8 white people, they be like, yeah.
Tone, can you love him? Can you be in love at 12?
Swing the mic over. There you go. I said swing it over. This nigga swung everything over.
Well, we need to make a distinct. Look at you guys snapping off equipment. It's all good.
I can't.
What you gotta do?
All right, I'll hold it. Here's the thing, right? Like,
Yeah, what's the thing?
you gotta clarify. There's 2 definitions here. You can love somebody at 12. That's an easy part. You learn to love when you're little.
Right.
Being in love is a whole different level.
Being in love is the part where love starts to change for me. Because being in love isn't love.
Why are we dropping everything?
Because Evan has this nice ass glass table. I saw this shit on Vogue magazine the other day.
This nice ass glass.
Yeah.
Windex all over it.
Yeah, this is like Egyptian glass right here. It's okay, bro. Niggas not gonna buy my shit. They hate me. You know what I mean? Being in love is a form of it changes love. Soon as you start to like someone, everything is good. As soon as you be like, oh, I'm in love with this person, shit kind of starts going downhill. You start really seeing a person, and because when you start loving them, you start noticing different things about a person, and it's being in love isn't love.
What are some of the things you notice about them that might change
Can you
once you fall
clarify
in
that
love?
real quick? I'm like, you wouldn't notice this beforehand?
Because I strongly believe not everybody gives you who they really are at the beginning of a
Of course, 100 man.
We've talked about that a few times on here, but I feel like it always needs to be fucking said. So it's like once you hanging out with a person, you're like, oh, this is a vibe. This is great. She's cool. Everything is going good. But as soon as you say, yo, I'm in love with this person, shit gets more shit changes. Shit changes for me.
I mean, there's also a lot of truth in that because of the so-called honeymoon phase, where that is a real thing that people experience in their life, where at front you want to put your best foot forward, you want to look the best, you want to present the best version of yourself and who you're trying to be, but not who you are currently. And that can happen to make people fall in situations where they're not, truly themselves, and they fall back into their natural habits and patterns. And throughout time, it just...
In addition, it becomes oblivious to certain things that you just went red flag. Because over here, it's like you learn to love them for who they are, and then you notice, like, can I look past that? I'm going to look past it now, but later on, I don't know if I can take that shit no more.
And that's something a lot of people need to learn how to take accountability for.
Or...
Because you have to, when you're faced with that crossroad, and you're like, oh, shit, here's something that I don't know how I feel about this, I'll look past it because I love them.
Or if all you want is a honeymoon phase with somebody, then that could be an amazing time.
And the worst time of your life.
No, because if both of y'all know, like, all right, this is gonna end. Like, this isn't going longevity, and y'all are just honeymooning it up. It's lit.
I'm not gonna lie. I think those might be better than most marriages.
It's underrated.
That's like when you have the guarantee. I don't want to say the guarantee, but like, let's say you and the lovely young woman have an agreement of like, yo, this is gonna last the night. Mm-hmm. So y'all get y'all shit off and know y'all like those are some of the best. And even if y'all do run into each other again, that respect.
Oh, what? That secret
that
nod is just like
that coolness.
Yeah.
Like, nah, she cool. Even if you see her later on, or if you see each other later on in life and they have somebody else,
right,
there's still a high level of respect and then a genuine of like, how are you?
Right. Because that hug hit a little different. Like your arm might be on the lower back a little bit. She might lift the leg a little bit. You know what I mean? On the hug, be like, "Ooh, okay."
I was gonna say there's a different type of embrace, but you got into a whole other bag.
I thought we were just going for mutual understanding.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're over here trying to cop
you
another
lean in
feel.
a little bit. No, I'm not. I ain't saying nothing about copping no feels. I'm not a
Horny ass
magician.
Why your hands so low?
See, I ain't even hit a bar. Copperfield magician.
What was the Copperfield?
David Copperfield. I wasn't trying to cut.
Oh, I don't know magic.
All right, MC McNasty.
I'm not a magician.
It was a good bar. You'll listen back later and be like, "Oh, this nigga."
I'll catch it.
Yeah, y'all should have heard when we was giving it up on the mixtape earlier. The one that y'all will never hear.
The pod tapes.
Yeah, the lost tapes.
The lost pod tapes.
Off air.
Damn, I know we left the George Floyd shit, but niggas was so hard in the protests throughout, not just throughout America. Son, they was on NBA 2K Live in the lobby protesting. Everybody bought black hoodies, and some of them had the "I can't breathe" on it.
What?
And they bought the emoji thing for them to put the X's up in the air. Watch this. Look.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Scream Black Lives Matter, but we still towing ladders.
Son, look at
Watching
this
our own
shit.
brothers trying to get at us. Dreams get shit.
Son, this is lit.
That's crazy.
I don't play 2K, but when you showed me that shit, though, I'm over thinking, oh, that's regular.
No, that's not regular. That's an enormous amount of niggas on that street. The streets are not this busy.
Yeah.
Man, I was so mad I missed out. I was about to unplug my brother PlayStation. Man, they need me. The streets need me.
Facts.
Son, that's crazy.
You gotta send me that song later too.
You don't know about that song?
Yeah, Meek was getting his shit off. I don't know what that one is.
That was Stay Woke.
All right.
That was Meek Mill and Miguel Stay Woke. One of the songs I was gonna play, but I like Trauma because of that verse. Man, y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready for me. Hold on, man. Where we at? Hold on.
Hey,
Yo! Yeah.
can we not?
I said.
Go ahead, give him the buzz.
Fuck the Pope.
No justice, no peace.
That's a fact. All right, guys. I got a clip for you guys. I want to know how you feel. From Ludacris.
Let me ask y'all something, and I need you to be real. This is not the time to be bougie. I need you to be real with yourself. How many people during this quarantine time have questioned whether or not you've taken a shower every day? I know I have, and I'm the most hygiene conscious person in the world and being clean every single day. But during this time frame, every day I've had to ask myself, did I take a shower today?
I feel him.
I can't be the only one.
All right. I just want to say, whenever a nigga says, yo, I'm the most hygienic, I question that nigga washes his hands.
Ludacris looks like he smells good.
Pause.
Nah, he just looks
Where's
like.
the AO button when you need
I don't
it?
have my sound effect. Tone, get him.
No, he's not gonna find it. Aha, didn't work.
It's a delay, but it came.
No, I mean, you
Thank
know,
you, Tone.
I feel him though. You know, it's been a day. I'm like, damn, I gotta get these arms.
Just the arms.
Nah, there was definitely a day that hit me when I was like, I didn't put on deodorant, and I was like, whoa. And it caught me.
You went to yawn. It was like, oh shit.
And it just caught me. It caught me heavy. I was like, hey, I put deodorant on. I was like, no, that was 2 days ago. He's like, yeah, you're washing, but you didn't reapply.
Memories, boy.
Yeah, you didn't reapply.
Yeah, I miss cologne.
Damn, I thought somebody farted. Then I realized I live alone.
It's just you being mad. Musty sheets.
Fam, when's the last time y'all shit on yourself?
Never.
What?
Even threw a shit on yourself or sharted?
When I was a kid.
Yeah, 3rd grade.
You, as adults,
2nd grade.
as adults, none of y'all have ever sharted
No.
and had a little bit of.
Nah.
Y'all being too cool. Who y'all protecting?
Ourselves. What the fuck? What did this nigga talk about?
Humanize yourself. It happens.
Humanize yourself.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about something. Do you want to share it with the pod?
I'm not telling y'all. I'm just asking a question,
We answered.
and y'all believe y'all are lying. So let me try to clarify what I'm saying when I say shart. Like, you know what a shart is, right?
I know what a
Shit
shard
in a
is.
fart, yeah.
When you fart a little bit and then, like, you don't realize, so maybe later, like, oh, there was something there.
Nah.
No.
I'll be real about now. I can really remember the last time when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
I accidentally,
Just like
I
we've
won't say
never
shit
been cheated
myself, but
on,
you
we've
should-
never
you
shitted
should-
ourselves.
It happens.
I
We're
know.
human.
It's funny to just
As
say it out
kids.
loud.
It happens as
It
kids.
happens as adults.
To you?
Yeah.
When?
Yesterday. No, I'm dead ass. I was Stephon, we was hanging out on that ride home. I was like, yo, who the fuck? Yo, Jerk farted in my car? What's going on? Then I went home to take a shit and I looked at I put my pants down. I was like, hey!
That was a dirty nigga.
I was shit in my drawers.
Nah, but it was like, I was wondering why I was itching.
Yo.
I didn't want to scratch, but I was wondering what was going on.
Thank God you ain't scratched me.
Fam, I am too old to be doing this.
It's all that goddamn Cordoba you eat.
Nah, it was that spicy mayo in the sushi that was killing me. I tell you, man, it's
Edamames
dangerous.
had you going.
Nah, not
I
edamame.
should play my clip, but I ain't gonna play it.
What clip?
About taking a girl to sushi mall and food, nigga.
They don't know what sushi is.
Oh my!
Tell them,
don't
Stephon.
do that. Don't
What
do.
you mean?
Don't
Do you take?
Don't do
you
that.
all right? Do you take women that you may be courting and seeing, not in a relationship, courting and seeing and getting to know? Do you take them to your favorite restaurant?
Yes, because I want to eat there. What is you talking about?
You want to eat there.
Yeah,
That's for you.
that's
think
for
they
me.
can
It's not for
indulge-
them.
You think they can indulge in the same shit you do? That's what I'm saying. I don't think they know what sushi is. And if you go to
Oh
a
my
restaurant,
goodness, you can't say that.
Listen. If you take off all the tempura rolls, anything that's fried, anything that isn't just fish, I don't think they'll be able to do it.
That's. I feel like that's wrong to say. I've been on mad sushi dates with. Look at me. Sound like
Have
Mr.
you looked
Bitches.
at their plates? You out here
I've been
looking-
on mad
what's
sushi
on their
dates with
plate?
women. Look at this guy. Look at him.
You know what it is.
He doesn't share any happiness with his women. Look. No, defend it. Defend it. You love sushi. Evan Combest loves sushi, and I found out today he loves puppets. But this nigga loves sushi, and he's never taken a girl. He's 33 years old. He's never eaten sushi with a woman.
I just want to say sock puppets are possibly the funniest thing on earth to me. If anybody pulled out a sock puppet, I would die of laughter.
he really
Yo,
would, bro.
Sock puppets are fucking
Yo,
hilarious. The
you
way
take
they
him
move their
to
mouth.
a fucking dinner in a movie, show whatever. Yo, bring Cousin Skeet out, bro. He'll be
Man,
dying.
I shit myself again. I
Yo.
can't believe y'all ain't never. Y'all just too cool to admit.
Yeah,
It
so-
must have happened somewhere, like even on the low by yourself. You
Nah,
like,
bro.
so how do y'all hold in y'all farts?
What? We eat well.
Y'all never had a fart and y'all was like, ooh, that might be wet.
Yes, but then it's not wet and you good. Look at Tone. He like, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga must see.
Tone over there, like I definitely shit
reminiscing
myself.
of
Must smell TV. Boom. That was funny.
Hold on, I got you. I actually put it in my soundboard.
You're my flowers.
My little
man.
computer soundboard. Hold on, it's coming.
You're my flowers.
Just a second, right
Should be
here.
curling.
Get shit off.
Yeah, so you ever farted and think like, oh, that was a little wet, and then you go home and look in your underwear and you're like, what is this racetrack doing there?
Actually, that's a low key good question though. When it comes to like new women and stuff, when do you think it's okay to let one rip?
Oh, first date. Let's see what your sense of
Oh,
humor.
you gonna be
do.
at the table?
Let's see what your sense of humor. Like, oh shit, my bad. It depends. If we vibing, I might fart.
That's a vibe move.
If we vibing on the first date, I might
confused.
squeeze one off just to
That's a
see
vibe
what's
move.
going on.
I gotta test it. Yo, you cool, right?
Yeah, but like, oh shit, you know, a little nature. You know what I mean? You ever been around your grandmother and like you're helping her around and shit, and she farts and shit, and she'll just be like,
And you drop her?
No.
How's your grandma doing?
Yeah, she all right? She good?
I didn't check on it this week.
Oh,
After you dropped off?
Check on your strong grandparents.
please.
My only grandparent. I shouldn't be saying.
You never fought around a girl? Well, you don't be having relationships long enough, Evan, so I don't.
How you gonna ask me a question and answer it before I can say
Because you was about to say, no, I don't tolerate that.
why do you do that with your arm?
Because you're that's how you get when you talk about
your sister was right.
I'm not the yeller. You're the angry one.
You're sitting in the middle. You've been yelling a lot this
Oh
episode.
my God.
I was mad calm talking about George Floyd. Rest in peace.
Okay.
And Nipsey.
Return to the Mac. Fuck it, man. I do have a question about that too, though.
Return to the Mac?
You know, I'm the Mac, and I've never left. Okay? Never left. Evan, can you tell us about a time where you were...
fart.
All right, go ahead.
Answer for everything.
Get your fart
on him.
off.
All right.
Can you speak?
Yeah, I know. Let me answer.
I'm in the middle seat. I have power.
Yay.
Shit himself.
Man.
Like Jeff.
I can't because it's probably I have
This nigga is remixing himself. He's going through a tunnel.
no because it's super contradictory for
He's
me.
trying to
Like,
remember a happy time.
no, because in my head I called myself out in my head to be like, I have very good control of my flatulence, but I just like sharded on myself yesterday.
Right.
Like, relax.
Contradiction
Like,
and shit.
is it really? Well, maybe as I age, I'm losing it. But
34 this year.
no,
35.
Oh,
I'm not even 30.
He's lying.
But when I try to have really good control of my flatulence, so I'm really good at the holding it in and just slowly letting out the silent ones that don't, the harmless silence ones, the empty ones, like just a little bit, and I just tighten back up the sphincter, just
make it go.
But
At the end,
I've had a woman tell me one time after we slept together, and talking about physically slept together, like we slept in the same bed.
Stank.
Woke me up the next morning, was like, she didn't wake me up. She was on the phone when I woke up, and that's how I knew I knocked that thing out. Because she let me spend the night. Because when you don't kill it, you gotta go.
yeah, but
you gotta
when
go
you woke
home.
up, she was on the phone like, "Yeah, girl, this nigga's still here."
No, because there's been times when I didn't kill it, and she made me go home.
Oh,
That's real shit.
knock a fucking spine loose, huh?
Yeah, I gave her something to tell her little friend,
man.
Ashley. Let me tell you something.
Made her Combest.
Why you throwing governments?
But that's nice. Is that what she said after? Oh, shout out to you.
You gonna throw up your address?
Call him later.
All right. But she told me the next day after she got the phone with her friend, she was like, you farted mad loud last night. And I was just like, I'm still here. So
Obviously, I didn't have to leave.
Right.
and then you did what? You ain't eat my
Whoa. Oh, nah.
She was in your cheddar biscuits.
Man, when the last time y'all had a wet dream? But what were you getting ready to ask me?
She said every morning in fucking quarantine.
That you woke up
and be like, I
again.
spilled my water bottle
Have you
again.
ever been like halfway through a wet dream and you know it's a wet dream? Like, all
I
right.
get crazy in the dream.
No, I have to wake myself up.
Nah.
I don't want to wake up in
I
a pool
stay
of my...
asleep. I go crazy. If I'm lucid dreaming, I just start grabbing shit and just like, yo, it get nuts in there. If this is some Inception shit, Leonardo DiCaprio to be like, yo, we gotta get away from him. Okay? Soon as I'm lucid, what? Yo.
I think my shit a little different though. I know I'm waking up from it, so as I'm waking up, it's like, no.
No, I try to wake up before the blast off happens. I try to avoid it. Like, all right,
up.
it's like it's about to happen. So I know.
You ever woke up during blast off though?
Yeah, just right. I hate it.
Hold on.
No, that's whack.
Can I make a call right now?
No,
Get on FaceTime.
That'd be making you so mad. You guys just sitting there waiting.
I'd be so disappointed in myself. I'm ashamed.
I wake up and I'm like, yo, I wish I had a cig after
Fam,
that.
this is terrible. Fam, at my age, I'm over here shitting on myself and nutting on myself. Like, I ain't got no control of my lower half of my body. I'm just fucking shitting and nutting.
Your lower half of your body stopped growing years ago, so. Because he's short. Tone's laughing. I know y'all can't hear it, but Tone laughed at my joke. Evan's not 5'9". That's my best. Silent precision.
You 5'8.5".
Well, now, what were you trying to ask me to tell about a time? You got to go in your notes. You get ready to say, tell me about a time.
Tell me about a time where you were dating or talking to a woman and something unjust happened. You know, maybe it was a police shooting. Maybe it was something like
a serious world issue.
And they didn't console you, or even like a family member. It's like, and you didn't feel like you were consoled or empathized with the same.
I talked about that one time. I said something like that one time. It might have been that first episode we did at the studio with you when we at Stephon Studio. So it might have been 2 episodes ago. I said something about like me trying to call her and talk to her because I needed to be consoled, and she was like with another nigga. He's at the basketball court at midnight, and I was working a shift, like in my super depressed state. If you want more information, this is actually the 8-year anniversary of my dog dying. Rest in peace, Bear. And that was like one of the most traumatizing, worst moments of my life. Even thinking about it, I might fucking cry. Lay down in the dirt and with my dog as he died. Like, that was one of the most painful shits ever in my life. And I lost my grandfather a few weeks, like literally, I think like a week prior, or just earlier in that same week. And then I think even earlier that month, maybe 2 weeks prior to that, find out your girl's cheating on you with another nigga. And I try to reach out and like, hey, I know things aren't great, but I need somebody.
Right.
And granted, she's not, and looking back on it, she wasn't entitled to give me like any type of attention, anything like that. But I was just in a really broken, vulnerable stage, and I needed something or somebody. Like, I remember Stephon, you Stephon, Kenneth, Akai, all of these niggas came to check on me that night. Like, yo, are you okay? Like, they just surprised me while I'm working. Like, yo, you all right?
Right.
What's up? We saw your Facebook status. You all right, my nigga? Like, what's up? So, like, that was a moment for me to be like, I needed some type of consoling, and they just, like, didn't.
And shout out to y'all for checking on friends. I feel like people literally don't do that enough. They don't.
Yeah. Can I ask a question? What about as a person who goes through turmoil, do you feel like you have any responsibility in telling people that you're not okay?
I feel like, yes. The answer is yes. But the answer is yes, no but. For me, it just becomes a thing where it's like, I don't want to bother people with my feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. When somebody asks me, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like it's always a delay. Like, do I really answer this, or I'll just be like, "I'm good," and keep it moving. You know, and I wish sometimes people would just hit me up to really be like, "Yo, are you okay?" Because I do that often. Like, I'm the type of person, if I had a dream about you, or like if you just cross my mind, I'll hit you. I'm like, "Hey, like just checking on you. How's it going? But I feel like that doesn't always happen for me. Sometimes, but it's on me sometimes. You know, I can take responsibility for that. Stephon?
No. Straight up, no. I'm very private and personal in my shit. I just don't feel like, disclosing my information to people, because it makes it feel where, for me personally, that, it's nice when somebody checks on you voluntarily out of their own good nature and shit like that. But if I feel like I'm bringing it to you, now it like puts you in a position where it feels like you're kind of obligated to ask about me, and now you got to be circulating. And I know you don't really want to do that, because that. You can tell from there the fake friends from the real friends of who genuinely cares about you.
For sure.
Because I used to do that all the time, bro. There were certain people I used to hit up on the low, being my mom, like, yo, haven't spoken to so-and-so. Let me hit them up, see how they doing.
Right.
I don't do that no more. But, it's funny because shit don't reverse the other way, and they'd be like, oh, whatever. But me personally, like, I'll just keep letting I'm okay. As long as I'm alive, that's good. Whatever I got going on, I'll deal with it, because that's nothing I can expect you to help me coast on or help me fucking, realize a different solution. Because at the end of the day, it's really all me.
But it is okay to ask for help.
Yes.
It is okay.
It is. It is.
And we have to remember that selves.
We're not perfect. We are human. And that's why I had asked, like, do you think there's any responsibility on oneself to ask and let people know that they're not okay?
For sure. Evan?
I could speak. I mean, it's weird because, like I say, trauma and just emotional shit that you dealing with that situation that I just spoke on about with the reaching out and not really. That made me, in a way, kind of just, I don't reach out to people. But I do keep it. I did after going through such a depressive. Obviously, I went through depressional phase in my life after that. After like the third time. But I made it a point to hold myself responsible and accountable for my own mental health.
Right.
So I work really, really hard on my own mental health and making sure that I'm okay. And knowing my triggers and knowing the things that bother me and things that can help send me spiraling down, and also knowing the things that help lighten the mood and things that enlighten my mood and things like that. You have to be aware of those too, and making sure I balance it out and make sure I'm all right. So that's why every week when y'all ask me, am I good? I'm most likely good. And if I say it, I mean it. Like, I'm good. Most of the time, like, and also you got to prioritize some things if you have to be like, well, my family's good, my grandma good, everybody good, I'm healthy, right. I have an opportunity. I woke up today, I got another breath in my body. Like, sometimes you got to, I start my day every day with being grateful. Things like that help me, manage my own mental health and just managing myself in there. So for me, I don't reach out as much anymore, but that's because I trust myself enough to handle me.
Right.
But also at the same time, I feel like if I really did need help, I probably have maybe a handful of people who I feel like I can trust enough to reach out for, and they be there for me. Because there have been times when I needed people, things have happened for me, whether it be tangible or emotional, that I've reached out to people and they've helped me out.
Yeah, I always, when someone asks, I'm like, if I'm not okay, I'm like, I've been better, but da-da-da-da-da. And if somebody wants to double back to the I've been better or keep it moving, they have that option. Mm-hmm. And I don't hold it against them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Well, sometimes I get a little bit agitated with that. It's kind of like the thing nowadays. It's like, if you're not talking about this, it's like, well, what if somebody is just, that's not how they emote. Right. It's like, you can't penalize people for not doing what you would do. Right. Because we're all different.
Amen.
You're loud, I'm private. What's up?
Yeah.
I just finished saying this earlier this week.
What?
People, you have to understand that people heal differently. People go through depression differently. People
they manage it differently.
Handle things differently. So you can't expect people to approach things the same way that you would. You can highlight how you deal with things and hope that if they care enough, then they will follow that for you.
Yes, all you can do is just say what worked for you.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you have to also communicate in a way to be like, okay, if you were in my shoes, how would you want to deal with it? So you can notice it when they forget plan A and go to plan B and do it their way, and you see at least the intent.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all thought I wouldn't make it to Southside Jamaica, Queens, huh? But I'm here with a drama for your mama! That's right, niggas. I'm back. I'm in the studio. I'm in this bitch. G-Unit. What? D-Unit. Hey, let's get jiggy now. Hey. Whoa, Jimmy.
Go Stephon.
Hey. Go
Get
crazy,
steamy.
dog.
Get steamy. Hey, I got the water for you. Hey.
Thirsty.
Hey. All right.
Don't pour it on me.
All right, guys.
What do you have for us, Jimmy?
Bath & Body Works is to close 50 stores following the coronavirus pandemic.
I'm okay with that because I don't get my candles from Bath & Body Works.
Sad.
Of musty bitches.
I love candles. I just don't get them from Bath & Body Works. They don't have the manlier smells for me.
I have like Bath & Body Works candles here.
They smell good, but I'm just saying my Bath & Body Works, my candle vibe is a bit more.
Pause, because all I heard was the way my body work.
Hey, I mean,
my body work.
I mean, check me out.
XXX.
Nah.
What? You too?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Us and Big Floyd.
No.
Come on.
No.
Us and Big Floyd. Yeah. I thought that's where you were going. You know what I mean? Jack of all trades. We're going to find the link. It's going to be in the show notes. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Shout out.
Where you taking us, Jimmy? Where you taking us? You're not the Mac, Jimmy.
Oh, sucker.
Jimmy don't care no more after that.
Don't do that.
Sad news.
This nigga came in with the real journalism voice just now.
And after that,
You may have to search elsewhere for your favorite candles, lotions, and sprays because popular retailer Bath & Body Works has just announced several stores closures. Following the devastating financial impact of the coronavirus pandemic, Bath & Body Works is reportedly set to close 50 stores after the first quarter projections and are considerably lower than expected. The coronavirus caused a financial hardship that may never fully recover from, especially retailers who have taken the hardest hit. CNN reporters Bath & Body Works is the latest retailer to be forced to close stores after the latest sales have nosedived due to the pandemic. It's estimated that 50 stores out of 1,700 are set to be closed within the coming months, although it should be noted that the majority of the stores' closures will be at the locations inside shopping malls, which have remained closed throughout the outbreak that hit the U.S. While Bath & Body Works has continued to operate sales on its website, only a select few locations have currently been open. However, recent reports confirm that despite the store's closure, Bath & Body Works has had a strong quarter. Online sales grew 85% over the last year, and it expects its sanitizer products to grow into the $300 million business this year.
I have Bath & Body Works stock, actually. Let me check on that while y'all...
How much is it?
was kill himself.
Because I'm about to...
Nah, I bought low.
but how much was it? What was it ranging?
Hold on, I'm about to
I don't remember how much you spent because I know I'm a big Bath and Body Works guy. I love my lotions. I love my candles. I love my little scents. I love going in there and looking at what's going on in there.
Nah, that ain't it, bro.
How much was it?
Bath and Body Works right now is 54 cents a share.
It's 54 cents?
Yes, 54 cents a share.
Oh, I'm about to go in.
I bought it at 16 cents a share. So, like, I'm up right now.
Oh, I'm about to go all the fucking way in because they sell hand sanitizers. So they already said they expect that to boom throughout the year. And with the pandemic and I'm
about to put $20 worth of.
Get in there now.
I'm trying to start this motherfucker. I feel like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna have what you never.
People need to look at stocks of certain companies though. Like I don't know what's going to happen with Target stock, but like it's certain places like people need to be looking at.
Them niggas will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something that happened. Oh no, that was a few weeks ago that I was gonna say with the coronavirus with the small business loans and Shake Shack gave the money back. I think I talked about it a little bit on the podcast.
You didn't. You were too busy laughing at my laugh. Tell the listeners today, please.
Well, it was probably like a month ago, maybe a month or two, because we were recording at a Kai's house back then. Yeah, they gave out small business loans to the companies who were affected by the coronavirus so they can hire their workers and keep their payroll.
Right.
Shake Shack was one of them, but Shake Shack got, I think, a couple mil.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, whoa, you're a very successful company. Why are you getting this much money?
Right.
So then they had to return it, and people were calling to try to, quote unquote, cancel Shake Shack, and I was not letting that happen.
They were trying to cancel Shake Shack because they were returning the money?
No, before they returned the money.
Oh.
Like, how dare you try to take this money, take advantage of the pandemic, and when people really need, that's what they were trying to do.
Trying to build the bag.
But Shake Shack was like, no, we saw there was a mistake because we're our franchise and we have over this many employees. We'll be able to manage. We don't need that much money. So
as long as it's not In-N-Out Burger, I'm cool.
Now they could cancel In-N-Out. They can get that the fuck on out of here.
Shout out to In-N-Out, nigga.
That's no. There will not be a shout out to In-N-Out.
Call us up.
There will
In-N-Out,
not be a shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. There will not be a shout out to City War Radio. And there will not be a shout out to In-N-Out Burger.
I'll shout him out on my whole podcast.
That's funny how I said there's no shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. Sky's whole album right there behind you.
Shout out to Sky. Shout out to the Train Walkers. You're
Adrian from the Bronx. You already know what it do, baby.
Yeah, what it do, baby.
But yeah, I'll never let you niggas try to cancel my Shake Shack. You hear me? You niggas will never.
He's pointing at every camera.
Never, ever.
Listeners.
You never.
I know y'all can't.
I
know y'all can't hear him pointing.
You never.
But he's literally pointing at every fucking camera.
You never.
All right.
I won't let you. You saw the way how they try to protect the police officers, and it's like you're not gonna loot and riot in this. That's me in front of a Shake Shack.
If you see Spider-Man dressed up with a sign in front of a Shake Shack, it is Evan Jamal Hom Hom.
The honorable brother Jamal Hom Hom.
Evan Jabroni Hom Hom.
Respect.
Jabroni. That's funny.
Respect it.
Does Jimmy have anything else for us?
No, that was it. Unless y'all want to get into the whole Faith Evans reportedly arrested for attacking Stevie J story.
I just seen that.
But that was, to me, that's obvious. Is obvious does.
What does that mean?
Wait, what?
Are you saying she killed Biggie?
No. What?
Conspiracy Theorist Podcast, episode 99.
I don't think.
It's the 5Gs. It's the 5Gs. Evan is a part of Anonymous.
Papa Louie.
No. They ain't going to get you. Yeah, XXN coming right out.
Hey,
she already gave him the address.
He's going to hit the streets and you're going to be a man.
I'm going to be fucked up.
It'll be your last book.
No, I was just going to say that the obvious, it's wrong to attack people in a
course.
relationship. You can't do that. That's wrong. You don't know what happened. Reportedly, what does it say? Per TMZ, police reports that Faith was arrested earlier this week at 1 a.m. after police were sent to their Los Angeles home. Officers claim that Faith and Stevie got into a heated argument that turned physical. It's not clear what they were arguing about. TMZ's police sources also report that they discovered visible marks and scratches on Stevie's face, suggesting that Faith may have gotten physical first. Officers ultimately arrested Faith and booked her for felony domestic violence. She quickly bonded out the same day.
Money. If that was the other way around, he wouldn't have been bonded out the same day. And this would have been way more reported on. I haven't heard about this until you showed it to me.
Yeah, this was days ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's hours ago. It was this morning. But this happened days ago. But like you said, I mean, that is a thing where they don't report as much on women abusing men. I get it. But at the same time, it's as much as it's not wrong, and obviously don't put your hands on anybody.
Right.
I feel like I can't compare it because there's women out here losing their lives to domestic violence against men.
Amen.
And not the other way around. Men may suffer from domestic violence from women, and that's also wrong, but I can't compare the two. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I agree.
I don't want to be... Am I sounding simpy?
Nah, I mean, like, you've already made it super clear, like, you're not one of those that even play fights or, like, wrestles or anything like that. So it's like, I already knew what your stance was going to be. And I agree with everything you're saying.
It's morally right.
Okay.
Fair is fair.
Okay. Yeah. Just wanted to
you wasn't going to get any pushback on that topic. I mean...
You never know. Sometimes there's been a lot of topics that I've had on this podcast that just seem like a layup and a alley-oop, but I got blocked by my own teammate.
But sometimes you go crazy.
No, I think...
You can't be 11-12.
I think... What?
You can't be 11-12. And reassurance is a good thing.
Your new teammate over here blocking you.
That wasn't the...
I'm just saying, you've been wrong a bunch of times.
I definitely wasn't wrong about the... How much time we got?
I'm just saying.
We got to end soon, too. We got to end in like 10 minutes.
Yo, shit himself again.
Is there anything else you want to get off?
On what?
The pod.
I thought you wanted to bring back the reassurance thing.
In general.
We already know that you're wrong about that.
Whoa. I mean, look, this is episode 99. We got one more left where I will be doing episode 100, the very last episode we will revisit.
Reassurance?
Just say revisit topics that we feel like we didn't get our shit off on.
Okay.
And just tell the story on revisiting the podcast, how it came about and where we're at and what's going to be happening future-wise.
Oh, you gonna tell them about the doc?
No.
Well, I'm telling y'all about the doc.
There's no doc.
Watch
the
the trailer.
honorable
Watch the trailer.
brother Jamal Hom Hom.
There's no doc.
He's working on the doc about his life, you know what I mean?
Watch when the doc come out, though. There's a doc now.
You know what I mean? Southside
no
Jamaica
doc,
in the
there's a
Koofy. I mean?
What?
Koofy Combest. That's the name of it.
No.
I'm going to upload the trailer soon. Y'all check it out later on the Can We Not Pod.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Some funny shit.
Get that off.
Fellas, name 3 reasons you start falling back from a chick. If you have 3, up to 3 reasons why you may start falling back. Not for a breakup, but just the fallback. Of when you're like,
If she doesn't like Drake.
You fall back?
Yeah, if the toes, like if she revealed the toes and they not fire, then it's like, all right, I don't want those in the bed with me. And if she don't know how to cook.
Really?
If she don't know how to cook, I'm out. I'm out.
For real?
That's a non-negotiable.
And your non-negotiables. God damn it, this could have been the episode.
It could have, but we had more important things to address. But yeah, it's one of my. I don't know how to cook, man.
For real? That's mad shallow.
I'm almost sure a woman has never cooked for you. Look.
He had to really think about it.
He had to think,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because he's been dating fucking. All right.
What?
Birds. I've been saying that for weeks.
Your sister was right. You just come here and hate women. You just come here and hate women.
I'm just. Stephon.
Reasons you start falling back.
When they see me as a new father figure for their kids.
All right, y'all. That was episode 99.
No stepdad. Well, I noticed like addictive bad behaviors that they're not willing to work on.
Glued to their phone.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it is. If you're on the phone way too much,
if I see that you like an alcoholic or some shit, to me that's alarming because you don't know how to act.
Yes,
I always worry about where we at, where we going, and then just money management. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, but if she's,
I don't want you looking at my bag as your bag.
Yeah, but if she's on Target.com or Amazon.com a lot, that's like you gotta let that live.
But if you're not married and she's looking at your money as her money, that's an issue.
Yeah, but she could already be feeling like, oh, this is
no.
Look, Mr. Zero Tolerance. Go ahead, alpha male.
That's a clip.
Go ahead, get your shit off, alpha.
Explain the alpha male.
That's him. Look at
Explain
Evans beating his chest.
You're an alpha male too.
No, I'm not.
You are an alpha male. An alpha male is this video that we saw where a man was speaking and he was saying that, men, we like to be problem solvers. We deal with emotions differently than women, and sometimes women don't truly understand that, and they just think that we don't care. They think that we're like monsters and they think we're emotionless when we handle things differently, and y'all don't even try to understand that, which entail means that y'all fail to understand y'all man as a character and as on an emotional level.
Air horn yourself.
I'm just repeating what was said.
Yeah, nah. You
I didn't write that.
That's your clip. That was your TikTok.
I didn't write that bar.
You recited that beautifully, though.
Exactly. He's been listening to it back like music.
Had it on my chest. But yeah, that was what he said. That women don't really care about their man's feelings, and that's where I was going into the whole thing of what Stephon was speaking about, spending your money as her own. Like, I've never been in a relationship with a woman where money, like, I never even got there because we're not married. Like, so I never thought about discussing money. I never thought about that, but I've never dated a woman. Have I? I probably have dated a woman who didn't have a job at the time it was working, but it just never. Because sometimes I don't mind like spending or whatever. If I have to spend on my girlfriend or whatever, that doesn't matter to me. I never whatever, and vice versa. Because there's been times I've been unemployed where she spent money on me, took me to Six Flags, and I hate Six Flags, but I went for her.
Oh, there's a funny story with Six Flags and you.
Tell it.
No,
Tell the story.
Another time.
Oh, that's what we went to Six
reason.
Flags.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying that things like that have happened. So it's whatever to me. It is what it is.
Okay, other two reasons?
Oh no, I didn't say any reasons for me. I was just going into for you
just
with the
with
money.
Me. Okay.
Yeah, I was.
I thought that was a reason for you as well. But what's your three then?
Did you say your three?
Yes, I'm at three.
What was it? I'm sorry.
Addictive behaviors, money management, and I ain't no stepdaddy.
Oh, I thought you was joking with the stepdad one.
No, his life is not a joke.
No.
Oh. Come on, bro. Get your shit off.
Damn, that money one really just was. That made me sad.
You know it's little
Tone
things.
been making me. I mean, not Tone. Stephon's been making me sad. Well, Tone made me sad because he forgot the soundboard. But Stephon's
It's a
been
different
making
sad.
Yeah, it's a different sad. I was ready to get my shit off this week. 3 reasons why I start falling back. Oh man. Bad music taste. I can't connect on a musical level. That's a fallback for me.
That's stupid.
Understood. No, I understand.
You can learn to like new music.
No, I'm talking not learn to like new music. I'm talking about like her music taste isn't good or we can't vibe and jam.
Yeah, but
together.
you can learn that.
I can, or even just the fact of like you have your music taste and I try to cater to your music taste, but you don't do the same for me. That reciprocal
one-sided shit.
That's
a conversation you can have and can like mend that into easily.
No, I'm just saying that when that happens, I fall back. That hey, I'm putting the effort for your music and you're not putting that. Oh, I don't really listen to that because you can't force a person to listen to your music if they don't like it.
What's one song that a chick tried to make you listen to? You was like, this ain't it.
When We Were Young by Janae Aiko and Newer Balance by Janae Aiko. It was a fire. Ty Dolla $ign and Wiz Khalifa, Something New, when that first came out. Like,
Oh, this is the playlist you was listening to when you picked me up.
No.
You still listening to Shorty playlist?
no, but music is music. Music is music regardless of who the memory is attached to.
For sure. But sometimes that music will make
Yeah,
do
it
shit
can
to
bring
your
you back.
body. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yes,
I'm back
yes,
in 2016
true.
again.
Yeah,
The
but
music there before the memory.
immaturity.
For sure.
Yeah, mental immaturity. That's a big one for me to fall back. Shit. Damn, I should like really write my own answers before I start asking it.
No, we're trying to joke. Give us one we can laugh at. I mean, come on.
A funny one?
Yeah.
A-
Jesus.
Like a petty reason that I fall
Yes.
Do you want to be a stepdad too?
back? I don't know. I don't even
He's a real dad.
Oh,
he just hasn't.
taking a DNA.
that's nice.
And that's the title. Oh, that'll be the fucking picture. Just no, that
Yeah.
definitely will not be the picture. Oh fuck, that'd be fucked up if I put a picture of Floyd and put that's nice. Like I can't do that. That's fucked up. Yeah, I can't do that.
That wouldn't work.
That one's just like the burning building, and that's nice.
Yeah. There it is.
All right, post production and production.
Aha.
But a funny one that y'all can laugh at, of why what would make me fall back from a chick.
I got one for you.
What?
Why she don't give you nothing to drink when you at the crib?
That was hospitality. Hospitality?
Sounds like
up
there's
there.
a story behind that answer.
I went over to a chick's house and she wasn't hospitable, and I didn't like it, so I didn't talk to her again. The end.
Yo, look at your entitlement.
He's downplaying it so much.
I am.
Tell us the story. Tell us the story.
Off mic,
We don't
off
have
mic.
time. I'm trying to think of a petty.
Coño.
I'm trying to think of a petty reason of why I won't talk to a woman anymore. I have a million of them, and I'm like, damn, why is it so hard to think? Maybe because
Does
my
she
back
choose
hurts.
Chipotle over Cordoba?
Oh, go ahead.
While you're thinking
Yes, please, Tone. Tone, take.
This is just one I've experienced. So because of what I do, professionally, right? I'm always like, I like to talk a lot about what I do.
As sugar daddies.
Nah. Like what I do professionally, like with media and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very passionate about this stuff. And obviously, you know how sometimes you're late night phone calls, you just talk. Sometimes the conversation could be like, it fell out of that the pleasantry phase,
Right.
and you just start talking about whatever. So you're like, you just want to talk. It's not that you're boring or anything. You're just, let me talk about something. So you'll be like, oh, so I've been working on this project. I noticed that sometimes women don't care, and that's a huge turnoff to me. It's like, so I'm supposed to express all this interest for like anything you talk about, but the moment I like want to talk about something that like I it's not even like act interested, like really be into what I'm into.
Facts.
Because then if a man doesn't do it, women are quick to be like, this dude, he doesn't care about me. But yeah, being able to completely engage with me in a conversation. I'm not trying to say like you need to be intellectual or anything like.
I feel you.
Like
I feel you.
having a human conversation with me, like not just listening to me, but being able to go back and forth.
Right.
Because some women will just tune out and just be like, they want to tell you, yo, you're boring, but it's like, I'm boring to you because you're not putting in an effort. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be putting in like 100% effort. I'm speaking on this. I don't know if you fellas have gone through that, but that's just one thing that, as you guys were talking, I was here thinking like that's something for me, and I thought one of you guys might have brought it up first, but I was like, let me say,
you explaining that is triggering for me. Yes.
Damn.
If I want to, like, if I'm trying to just tell you something about that I'm passionate about, just act interested.
Yeah.
Don't just gloss over and be like, yeah, that's crazy. Don't ever, yeah, that's crazy to me. Because then I'm like, all right, what was crazy? Like now it's a, all right.
Yeah.
I was listening. I was letting you go.
Nah.
I cleared the lane for you.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm passing it. Assist. Stephon.
Facts.
Okay, so now while Tone has went on that, I 100% agree with that because it's funny. Tone just said it in a really mild mannered tone, pun intended. No, I'm not gonna play it. But I always say that women don't care about men in relationships. They don't care about us as people.
Amen.
They don't.
Fucking pot.
They'll be, did you eat today, just to make sure you take them out to eat you to death? But did you eat? Like certain things that they do that they claim is in the sake of checking on you is really monitoring you.
And seeing where they can tag along.
Fucking potting. Yeah.
And that's also part of the controlling part.
Ooh.
And men do it too, but it's right here.
Get that shit on. Shit. Give yourself an air horn.
But definitely that happens, and I say that all the time, and I gotta go, you're toxic, you hate women. But Tone say it. I'm like, yeah. I want your sister to listen to that.
yeah, Tone. That was
he
Tone.
said it without yelling.
That was Tone, Danny. That
He
was
come
Tone.
out there and be like, you
Skip right to
bitches.
the very end. Listen to this.
Yeah, exactly. But I did figure out mine. Religion is a reason. It's a mature reason, but it's also, I feel like it could be petty. It's like, I don't even want to even begin to, it's too early on to, it feels petty, but I know it's something that's an issue if you don't mix well on that.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
If you want to have a serious relationship,
Yeah.
as a fling, you want to just mess around, that's fine. You shouldn't really have to have those discussions about religion. But in a serious, like if you're looking for something, religion is something that I think a lot of people don't think about. And that's something that issue that I ran in with a woman. Oh, that was part of a reason. Another part of it was, which is my petty reason that I want to bring for you guys for the jokes. As nasty as it may sound, I do. I can't help it. But I can't help but judge a woman sometimes by the men that she entertains.
Talk about it, King.
Because not in the sense of it's a guy that I may know. I don't necessarily care about that. But if I know that guy is not necessarily the cleanest or the most cautious.
That nigga's a clown. Say it. That nigga is a clown.
I'm talking about and how that man manages his own sexual health. Like I seen that nigga just run around with some nasty women just to be mad reckless.
Behind your fucking back.
No, not like that. I'm talking about even when he was single before y'all even met. Like you going around niggas who are corny and things like that.
You knew that nigga was corny. You should have stayed with the best. Best.
No, I'm talking about why are corny niggas why are you entertaining? Like why is that interesting to you?
Because she wants to try and change them.
Nah, they want that DIY.
She wants a fucking project.
DIY
yeah,
project,
we talked.
bro.
Come on, son. It's a theme. It keeps coming up because it's the truth.
Why do I want McStable over here when I can make him what I want?
No,
exactly.
not that. I'm talking about like I'm trying to figure out a better way to say it. It's like niggas who like fuck around a lot, and you like that nigga be fucking like the nasty ones, like the ones that you be like I don't know because you fuck everybody, like man whores.
Thoughts.
Yeah, man thoughts. And it's like, you know that, and you kind of feel like she gets a sense of that. Why is she and it could be the whole changing thing that she wants to change. She wants to make him settle down. She wants to validate her own self by being the one that he decided to settle with. That could be a part of it, but it feels wrong, but I do that. And I feel like that's something that I should maybe want to work on, but I feel like that's also something that I shouldn't, because I'm like, no.
I feel like it's a red flag.
Because like part of it speaks to your character. Whether or not especially if you knew about it. Mm-hmm. If you knew about the clownery, you knew that this nigga was a joke, and the niggas you entertain. Because I'll be honest, there's certain niggas I don't fuck behind. As gay as that sounds, pause no freaky. Like, oh, you fuck with that nigga? No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna be Eskimo brothers with
that nigga.
You can. I'm not gonna be. I don't want to be in the same range with that.
You want to be in the same lane.
Yeah.
Facts.
And not especially after the fact. Like if I got it and then you got it, I don't care.
It's different.
Because trust me, I've had niggas chase after the women that I've been with.
Get your shit off, son.
I've had that happen, and as weird of a compliment as it is to my taste in women.
It's fucking creepy, nigga. Okay? Get your own shit off, son. Go find your own women, bro.
And granted, everybody's entitled to have sex with whoever they want to have sex with. That's fine.
But have some integrity.
But there's are niggas out here who are creeping nasty and be like, they look at you as like the cool nigga, and they see the women you was around, and they want to sleep with the same women you was with.
Even when you start following the chicks that we would just try to show you or something like that, it gets creepy, nigga. Relax.
It gets nasty, and also just the fact of like,
excited.
Yeah, you are kind of getting excited. We got to end, and I'm trying to end my point. There's niggas who just be man whores and be fucking anything, and then they go talk to that. Like, and this girl has seen him talk to every girl, and now she's talking to him. Now she's talking to her, and she's entertaining. And I judge women for that sometimes. Mm-hmm. I can't. It feels wrong, but I'm not. I'm gonna be honest, and I do, because I'm like, you're not gonna talk. Not you're just not gonna talk to me, knowing that you entertaining these niggas. Because how dare you put me in the realm with these niggas?
I feel you.
These niggas is nasty.
Don't put me in the roster.
Yeah. I consider myself an upper echelon type of nigga. I hold myself to a higher standard.
Honorable.
And I refuse to be down there with the likes of the nasty
right,
niggas who will talk to
honorable.
anything, who be in the bar talking to anything that, you know, drinking with girls just to try to, like, nah. I don't want to be associated with those niggas who move nasty like that.
Fucking goofs.
You're not fucking with the Velvet Visionary.
Yeah. Y'all can't get on my level. I don't do that. I hold myself to a higher standard, and I like to, you know, respect the women that I entertain to that standard too.
Yeah, you can't get with hom. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why I'm single for so long.
Chance.
Listen, stay single, bro. It's rough out here, man.
That's a fact. Are you single? All right, never mind. But yeah, I farted. I don't know what it was.
Middleman.
Come on, son. I was just about to compliment your candle. That shit smelled mad good. And now you farted.
Well, thank God the
Go check
candles
your
here.
drawers, son.
Well, now that I farted, it's time to end because I have to go check my drawers. Where's that song at? That wasn't
A
Return.
song about checking the drawers?
That wasn't Return of the Mac. That we started.
anthem?
With. Yeah, the one that we started with. All right, guys, we're towards the end. Let's hit him with. Let's get him some. Where's my music at, nigga?
We're towards the end, ladies and gentlemen. That's been
my God.
episode 99. Do we have any last words, Stephon?
So everybody, you know, stay safe. These are trying times. You know, just look out for one another and just be the, you know, best you could be for each other.
Please try to filter all of the imagery that you are taking in. Please check on your friends. Please, if you have a message that you want to get it across safely. And please just, you know, just be conscious of your mental health and just hope for justice. Manifest positivity, not the negativity.
Okay. Yeah, guys, we need to. I'm trying to be like, we gotta go, but like, everybody's all serious. I'm like, I gotta address what they were talking about.
Can't just skip over it.
Yeah, man. You don't want to be that guy.
We got a long road ahead of us, guys, but we got to keep fighting. We can't become none of this shit. We can never become too tired. I know we exhausted. I know we tired of sick. We tired of being tired. But we can never lose our energy to keep this fight going. It may not happen in our lifetime. It may not happen in our son's lifetime. But you never know and be amazed by what can happen. I know my grandparents never thought they would be able to see a black president, but they got to see that.
Right.
So you never know what we're gonna be able to see as long as we continue to fight. So never forget to keep that energy and fight for the good fight, because we gonna need that shit, my nigga. We's gonna need that shit. So once again, it was always rest in peace to George Floyd, rest in peace Breonna Taylor, rest in peace Ahmaud Arbery, rest in peace Eric Gardner, rest in peace Oscar Grant, rest in peace Sandra Bland, rest in peace Tamir Rice, rest in peace Khalif Browner, rest in peace Botham Jean, rest in peace Trayvon Martin, rest in peace to all the victims of black brutality from police officers. And we gonna change this shit. We are going to change this shit. We will have to. We have to. And I love the fact that we are getting support from the other side. We're not going to be distracted by all these other things that they try to change the narrative to.
Thanks.
We will continue to prevail and keep our focus strong, and we will get through this shit. There's been too many times, too many examples of somewhat of progress. We're not there yet, but we making progress. And as long as we make progress, we cannot stop continuing the fight.
Right.
So with that being said, this was episode 99 of the Can We Not podcast. We have one more left.
One more.
Episode 100, the finale. That will be the last one for you niggas.
We're going to go crazy on 100.
It's going to be 3 hours.
They coming through.
But
Every
until then,
topic.
we're going to have to see y'all niggas next week.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Black Lives Matter.